Today in this tutorial as English teacher, I have given you many different topics and I do believe that you will try to explain about your viewpoint related to the topics as what is given to you. First and foremost, even though what is much formal, you have to give your introduction, then try to clarify about your presentation which is playing in mind. So let's start, please carry on.
So good evening, my respected sir, and good evening all guys. Here it's Anindo here. So today our topic is that how to do improvement of tourism system and tourism industry of our country. So first of all, what I would like to clarify here about that after the puja and summer vacations, we are trying to go to the various places for a change from our daily routines. And it is why it is very much important and relevant for our life, and we then involve with the tourism industries. We have ever seen a lot of places like Thailand, like Bangkok, or like America. A lot of places are there who has they are improving their tourism industry, but our country is going downwards, and a lot of problems are there. So first of all, what sort of problems, what type of inconveniences we should be discuss about first. First problem is that lonely upcoming ideas, and for that reason we have no attraction in our tourism industry. As I want to give an example to you. Suppose a bullet trains, it has already introduced by a lot of countries, and then after a long period of time we are just taking the initiative of it. But if we can utilize it at a first, then we will be very much attractive in tourism industry, and people and visitors will attract by us. So therefore we are not having those ideas. Next problem is the transportation problems. When the visitors are coming in our country to enjoy the tourism industry of ours, then we cannot give them the moral transport system to visit our places. For that reason they are annoyed on us and they are not coming us. Next problem is that lack of infrastructure. We have no money, we have no infrastructure among all. For that reason we cannot build up a proper tourism industry, so that we can attract the other peoples from the various countries, various ends of our earth. Next is political issues. Rather, our political leaders are rather trying to gossip about themselves, gossip about their own betterment and elections, etc. They are not giving that proper and moral economical support to tourism industry, so that they can introduce themselves more betterly, they can attract the people, but they are not getting it. So how we can expect from the tourism industries for making a lot of attractions from them? So it is the problems which are appearing from our country, and for that reason we are going downwards.
Thank you very much.
So, I would like to add another point about the loopholes of this tourism. The tourism has many other segments, but we are not to so disclose about the vast areas of the tourism. We are mostly seen is the nowadays, but we are not seen earlier. So that's why the development of the tourism is very poor. So we have very much enough resource to attract some tourists towards our country, but we not to utilize the resources properly, because we have some political issues, we have the internal issues and other issues that's create a mess for the development of the tourism country. And also problem tourism for also a problem of bilingual in our country. So many people not to take as a profession to the guide or as a bilingual. The language problem also big problem in our country. So that's why they are not so much provide the guide to the tourism, and they were not too interested to show various places. We have a botanical gardens, which is so much highly recommended place. There is so many trees which is create interested, but the name of these trees, the many of guides don't know properly. That's why they feel interest, and also the tourists say the name of the trees. It is very much awkward for ourselves. In our country, we don't know the name of these trees. It's very much disappointing for our countries. And the many places, they are not aware about that peoples. And also it is a very much big problem for us. Big issue for us.
Hi guys, my name is Chakrabarti, and rather to give a overall view, I would like to straight dive into the problems of tourism industry. The first thing what I have seen, that economy. Actually, when we are talking about to visiting somewhere and staying there for a few days, then first thing what strike in our mind, that hotel and things related hotels. So actually there should be plenty numbers of hotels for different types of peoples according to their budget. But we only think that how to make hotel too much fascinated, but we don't think about its fare. And actually, when the talk point comes to about the budget friendly and value to money for hotels, there India fails. And even in some highlighted areas like Puri, Digha, Darjeeling, those who are very popular in tourism places, even there are not so much modified according there should be. Actually, if we want to keep our country actually modernized, if we want to do our country modernized, then we have to pay attention to the details, and I think tourism is one of those details that we have to highlight it more. The next thing is transportation. Actually, especially in the rural areas and in the hilly areas, actually the different portion of historical places, or you may say geographical places, actually the distance between one place to another place is huge, and the transportation is still backdated. So we have to update that thing for the quick transportation and taking and reducing the time. And after reducing the time, I think the budget of the whole those actually tourism, actually the whole tour will be also reduced. The next thing is sanitary problem in food. Yes, in rural and sub-rural places, there is till today not any proper sanitary system and problem of foods. Actually in sanitary system, the local peoples are aware to where to avail the better services. But when it comes to an international problem, actually when the foreigners visit here often to see the actually the real interface of rural India, or better to say rural Bengal, then the thing is mostly highlighted. The next thing is huge amount of resource. Now it's mere question that how huge number of resources is a problem. Actually, how many resources are there? Then there should be a big management actually structure should there. And till today, India doesn't hold any centralized tourism structure. So it's a really big deal today. Next thing is initial investment. We have many times have seen that there are different types of companies such as Tata, Reliance and many more who have invested in telecom business, maybe in iron business, maybe in diamond business, in gold business and stuff like that. But do you have ever heard of a company who have invested in tourism business? Yes, some sponsors are there, but a hardcore tourism industry is not there. So that's a big deal of sponsorship. And my last thing is actually in historical places and geographical places, the guides over there should be literate. Actually, the guides are there who are there for guiding the peoples. Maybe they are a local or they are foreigner. They are doing their job because they have seen their father or previous generation to doing their job. But I think that in a central level or a state level, there should be examination and a process of cleaning that the guides are how much literate about to posting in a particular place, how much the guides are aware about it. So that's a big deal, sir.
Okay, thank you very much.
First of all, good evening, my sir, and good evening, my friends. Myself, Sudev, and I want to start this topic as we all know, tourism industry is a big part of our economy in each and every nation. If we didn't build our economy through this industry, it means we can't use properly of our digitality and cleanliness also. Why we are going backward in this particular field, in spite of having hills, rivers, sea, desert, and many holy places and many more beautiful places in India, because of proper infrastructure and many more innovative idea which another popular country have used and create beautiful their country and also make good infrastructure by having small country. Why every Indian make a dream for at least they want to go in abroad country in spite of having own beautiful nation? which problem a traveler face while they came in our country, the same problem we feel as a resident in our country. We need to know about their problem, find solution. This way our nation can make good economy and good infrastructure in this industry also. Like a proper guide and also very little bit of known English to everyone, which is very necessary thing which we should learn. Transportation problem, traffic problem, and which is much more necessary, it's goods resort beside of sea. And I do believe many traveler offend on our Indian foods because of our foods are not healthy. They think the reason the foods are made by too oil or spicy or very sweet, for that reason they face a problem on it. And when they look at that, the garbage are here and there. In that time, we lost the glory we have by help of very antique things and also heritage, which we have carried on long times. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much for your interpretation. Or all of you really have done your job. Thank you very much.